Well, a Paan-seller in Haryana got a scare of his life after he got an electricity bill running over 132 crore rupees. It sounds unreal, but this man has been running around electricity board offices in his vicinity after the bill literally struck him like an unexpected lightning bolt. Clearly, a case of gross negligence on part of the electricity department in Sonipat for having sent such a bill. For a man who operates from a rented shop, uses only one bulb and a fan every day, this bill is nothing less than a bolt from the blue.
अब की जो बिल आया है वो 1 अरब 32 करोड़ रुपए का आया है। ये बिल देख के हम इतना भारी बिल देख के हम चौंक गए। मेरा बिल 850 रुपये आता था। एक पंखा है, 14 वाट के 2 ट्यूब है, एक छोटा फ्रिज है। 800, 850, 900 रुपये तक आता था 2 महीने का बिल, जो कि पिछला बिल कोई भी बकाया या पेंडिंग नहीं है किसी भी तरह का।
We have Manuman joining us on the phone line for more on the story. Manuman, a lot of us might find that funny, but for this Paan-seller, it's certainly nothing less than a problem having to run pillar to post from one office to another. How could such a thing happen?
Well, this is certainly something which has come as a big shock, not only to this Paan-seller, but also to the residents of that area. And yesterday being, of course, a holiday because of Diwali, everybody in that area is planning to go to the electricity department today, being a working day, and ask them as to how they have arrived at this stupendous figure of rupees 132 crores for somebody who has used just a few units of electricity. This may later be explained by a clerical error, but it just gives an insight into the kind of functioning which is going on in the department, where such inflated bills of stupendous amounts are being sent to power consumers.
Manuman, is it just about him, or is it a problem that's for the entire area of Sonipat? What are we to understand?
Well, yes, it could well be a problem in the entire area, though he is the only one who has come forward as of now. But this goes to show, Aviral, that while here the figure is absolutely flabbergasting, but in other cases, the difference could be to a lesser amount, but yet the department will end up cheating the consumers.
And Manuman, it's not even a problem of a few added zeros. If you were to see the figure that has been printed on that bill, a clerical error for sure, but it's certainly not just a matter of a few added zeros there.
Absolutely. You know, here it seems that the number of zeros which have been added have gone on and on and on. But what about somebody who is to get a bill of, say, 2,000 rupees and he ends up getting a bill of 5,000 or 6,000 rupees? That figure is also too much for him. So there is certainly the reasoning that this malaise is continuing, and it runs deeper, and thorough investigation is required.
Manuman, stay with us. We also have Upasana joining us on the phone line. Upasana, now this incident has taken place in Sonipat. You know the area. Explain to us if this is a problem that is related to just this one Paan-seller, or is it endemic in Sonipat? Right, we'll get Upasana on the phone line in a short while from now. But remember, this Paan-seller says that he has no pending bills and that he's having to run from pillar to post to get this matter sorted. Manuman, we understand that the departments and the offices would have been shut because of Diwali. But is there any help coming through for this Paan-seller from the administration, especially after he's made news?
Well, now that it has come in the news, Aviral, the administration would have been sounded about it. And he is planning to go to this office as soon as it opens at around 10 o'clock and bring this to the notice of the concerned officials. It is only then that we will know what action the department intends to take. But this is indeed a serious matter, and the department would have to act quickly.
Right. We also have Upasana back on the line with us. Upasana, you've covered the area. Explain to us really the kind of problems that people face. One person having received a bill of over 132 crore rupees. Have you come across any such other cases?
Till now we just have one case that has been reported to us, and that too of a man who every month gets a bill of 900 to 1,000 rupees, and then this Diwali brings him a big shock. His bill has crossed more than 130 crores, and of course it's a clerical error. We don't have any other none of the other people have complained about the bills yet. But yes, one thing that we would want to bring to the notice here is that in Delhi, or if you talk about metropolitan cities, we do have a complaint of people complaining that they are being overcharged. The electricity bill crosses 5,000, 6,000, whereas their usage is very minimum. So for a person like Haryana, who's staying in Haryana, that too in a place like Sonipat and a Paan-seller, how big this Diwali shock is for him is very clear. 132 crores. And then as far as the electricity board is concerned, it says it's a clerical error, it's a printing mistake, and they're trying to figure out that who has done this mistake. But till the time this mistake the electricity board works on the mistake, the big shock is that this man has to now pay a certain amount. They will actually, the electricity board will sit and compare all his previous bills and come to a conclusion that how much he should be charged. But for him, the man, the Paan-wala right now, he's in a shock, because for him he has to pay 130 crores as of now.
Right, Upasana, stay on the line with us. We have Ramesh Kaushik, BJP MP, joining us on the phone line. Kaushik ji, आपने ये कहानी सुनी है कि एक पान सेलर को 132 करोड़ रुपीस का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल मिला है. आपका क्या कहना है इस पे?
मैडम आज ही पता चला, गलत प्रिंट हुआ है, उसका कह दिया है, तो बोल रहा है तो इसकी इंक्वायरी कराओ और जो ये हुआ है उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करो.
मगर सर, आप क्या कर सकते हैं इनकी मदद करने के लिए?
इनकी मदद ये नहीं है, ठीक हो जाएगा. ये तो गलत प्रिंट हो रहा है कोई, और ये बिल नहीं है, गलत प्रिंट हुआ है. और जिसने भी ये गलत प्रिंट किया है, मैंने कहा है उसके खिलाफ उसकी इंक्वायरी करो और उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करो.
मगर क्या ये सही बात है कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बोर्ड की गलती की वजह से एक आम आदमी को भागना पड़ रहा है अपना बिल सेटल करने के लिए?
हाँ, उनकी गलती तो है, गलत हुआ है, ये बिल्कुल
गलत हुआ है रमेश कौशिक जी. मगर कोई मदद आपकी तरफ से जा सकती है इनके लिए, ताकि इनको भागा दौड़ी ना करनी पड़े?
ये है, उसको कह दिया है आज ही उसको ठीक हो जाएगा. गलत प्रिंट हुआ है, प्रिंट गलत हो रहा है, वो बिल नहीं है, गलत प्रिंट कर दिया इन्होंने. जिसने भी लापरवाही बरती है उसके खिलाफ, मैंने कहा उसकी इंक्वायरी करके उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए.
All right, that's Ramesh Kaushik, BJP MP from Sonipat, saying that he has instructed his officials to ensure that an inquiry is done and that this particular person is in fact helped, in order to help resolve this particular problem for him. Manaman, coming back to you, that was Ramesh Kaushik, BJP MP from Sonipat, promising some kind of an action for this Paan-seller.
Well, yes, it is indeed good, Viral, that the MP has stepped forward and has promised that the mistake would be rectified and that action would be taken against whosoever is responsible for this mistake. But this is just one case which he is talking about. The need is to order a thorough audit of all the electricity bills which are being dispatched by that particular office, and in order to check whether inflated bills are being sent, because the consumers might end up paying much more than what they should in the normal course of action. While here it has been an amazing figure which has been put out, and therefore it was flagged up. But there might be other cases where exorbitant bills are being paid by the residents without knowing about it.
Right, Upasana, would you agree with that there might be a lot of residents even in Delhi who are paying exorbitant bills without even realizing that they're being overcharged?
And yes, in Delhi, if we talk about not only Delhi, of all metropolitan cities, including Delhi, Bombay, often there are a lot of complaints that are being reported to the electricity department of being overcharged. They usually say that we have just consumed 50 to 60 units and we are getting a bill more than 15,000, 20,000 per month. And since I've been covering Delhi Electricity Board for a long time, what we have noticed is that every second day there is a protest that's happening at the BSES office over the extra charged electricity bill. But the bill of 130 crores, I think it's one in the history of India that a man has received a bill of 132 crore rupees. That to a man who's a Paan-seller, a man whose monthly income is not more than 5,000 rupees, who doesn't use an air conditioner, and it's not, and it is not an amount for industrial use. It's an amount for his residential and commercial use. So it's a big shock, and though the MP says that he would give a helping hand and would try to figure out how this mistake has taken place, but still this is one big eye opener to the electricity department, be it in Delhi or any other part of India, to realize that this mistake is not one in its kind. Every second day we have a mistake like this where people are being overcharged. Many a times they do not even know that they are being overcharged. probably because they are not very aware of the electricity usage they are doing and why the electricity board is overcharging them. But this is certainly an eye-opener for the electricity board.
Definitely. Upasana and Manaman, thanks very much for getting us that perspective on this story.